With a multitude of diverse activities, Florida's Punta Gorda is truly a unique destination. And it's here that we start the new year with the APP Punta Gorda Open at the Pickleplex in beautiful Punta Gorda, Florida. Get ready, because the APP Tours 2021 season kickoff happens now.
Guys, we're back. It is the Pro Women's Doubles Gold Medal match. This is what you all have been waiting for. Let's throw up who we got rocking here. We have, of course, Leigh Waters and Leigh Waters, the Waters duo. They are taking on Corrine Carr and Andrea Koop. But of course, they had to play some amazing teams to get here. So why don't we quick check out the road to the gold medal match for these two teams. We're back, guys. That was the road to the gold medal match. What an amazing highlight package. But let's look at these specific individual teams and how they got to the gold medal match. First up, we're going to look at Team Waters. Dom or Dave, take us through.
So we got Leigh and Annalie first took on Olivia McMillan and Stacy Townsend and actually lost game one 4-11. Maybe a little tightness coming back on the court after a long time off, but then found their groove 11-3, 11-4. Moved on to Lauren Stratman and Vivian David. Won 11-7, lost 5-11, then won 11-5, and then took on Andrea Koop and Corrine Carr. Lost the first game 5-11, then won 11-9, 12-10.
Look at that. Three games.
To find themselves in the gold medal match here tonight.
And speaking of Andrea Koop and Corrine Carr, Dave Fleming, take us through their road to the gold medal.
Sisters battled right out the gate here. Maggie Raminci playing her sister Andrea Koop. Don't have the same last name, but they are sisters. So again, so folks, if you can learn anything from this, both our gold medalists lost the very first game of the day.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
Came back, though, 11-1, 11-3, then lost the first game of their next match against Regina Franco and Sarah Ansbury, 6-11, but then very convincingly 11-5, 11-1. Then lost, hopefully you were with us earlier, the epic first round of this battle, 11-5, 9-11, 10-12, where they lost. And then the wild bronze medal match where they got, I hate to say demolished, but it was convincing.
It was a handed lead.
And then just turned that 180 and came back and won 11-1, 11-6. And if you guys think young Leigh Waters is ready for this or not, she was hitting balls between her legs in warm-ups. She's ready to go. Okay.
Look at her just bouncing around out there. She's jazzed. She's ready to go.
They've got
We're ready to go.
on wardrobe change for the Waters.
Yes.
Yep. We got Julie Scott rocking first ref position. And who do we have tucked over in second ref position?
Oh,
like
that's Gail Scavangelli.
Fabulous.
And away we go.
So again, balls that they left up slightly in their last match, Koop and Carr are going to get blasted at them in this match. Exhibits A, B, C, and D.
Mm-hmm.
right
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
So you just got to settle in. It's a different opponent. You saw him earlier, but then you went and played a much more tactical match, and now here comes the heat. Although not really.
That's a great third shot drive from Leigh Waters there. Hey, Webby's watching.
Webby.
Do we miss him, though?
I mean,
Are we
Eddie's clearly the
are we
one doing
team
all
Eddie?
the work. Zero, 2-1, Andrea Koop serving in blue. Of course, we're streaming on Facebook and YouTube. We cracked the 2,000 viewer mark for our men's gold medal match. I mean, can we do it again for the ladies? I don't know. It's an ambitious goal, but make sure and let everybody know we're back with our women's gold medal match. Come on back and watch some more pickleball.
They're all just kind of still, it's almost
Yep.
still a feeling out. We're not seeing the longer battles yet. Trust me, they'll get better, longer, faster, harder.
Stronger.
Oh,
Yeah. The shaking and baking was there, but the second hand wasn't on the skillet to bake with there for Leigh Waters. So she knows she wanted to rip it with that, get that left hand on top of the ball and hit a winner.
that ball kind of skipped on Leigh there.
The lines here have
Yeah.
been very slidey, to use a very non-word word.
I was going to say, you're used to big words,
Big
and
words.
slidey
I
is
know.
not in your
Slick.
vocabulary.
I'll say slick, which is a word.
Why do you guys think that is? Just the type of paint that they used for the lines?
The difference between brushing and rolling.
100%. Thank you, Dom.
Mm-hmm.
Just learning so many things today. Ooh.
That's a great attack there from Shorty. Annalie. Sorry.
Did you almost say shorty?
Yeah, that's. I've called her that since the day I met her 2.5 years ago.
I mean, that's all right.
Don't want to be used.
I can
don't wa-
assure you she ain't as shorty
Oh,
as
she's-
she was
she's-
before.
No, she's taller than Mom now. I gotta avoid the nickname there. Force of habit. Oh, that was tough.
Just long.
I thought Annalie was coming for
She
that.
was. I mean, this is what happened. The shaking and baking and just crushing third balls.
So we have a question. Which is better, brushing or rolling? Which is the bad kind?
Dave, go ahead.
Well, obviously we don't want the court to skid, but that's
Right.
the way you have to make the court because of the way that court construction is. So that's the point that Dom was making. The lines.
Right, you should be rolling the lines
Correct.
to get them down, not
Right.
brushing them. When you brush them, they become smoother, and they
Gotcha.
become slick. Even if you have the mixture correct with the grain and the sand and grit in it, when you brush them, they become flat. And when you roll them, there's more texture to them.
There you go,
See,
everybody.
Lauren?
There you go.
The more you know.
The more you know. And what I do know is that the third shot of salt is on here.
Mm-hmm.
See if they return a little differently. Maybe even return to Anna Leigh just to keep her off the net a little bit.
Yeah,
6,
exactly.
2-1 here in game 1. The Waters off to a bit of a lead here in game 1.
Wow.
And to come on.
Yep. That's just, it's just good defense. Get the
Yep.
ball back over. Just happened to go exactly where no one was. Oh, Lee's feeling it right
Yep.
now, too.
And for those of you wondering, yes, we've talked about it's chilly, but the wind is almost non-existent now. Very slight, if any.
Thank you, Sandy Smith. We are happy to have brought you all this amazing pickleball all day yesterday, today, and we're rounding out the weekend with singles tomorrow. So join us then as well.
So what's Lee talking about right there, thinking, Dave?
She's got to stay down on the ball.
Correct.
It's very simple.
Right. She's motioning she came up. Needs to stay down through the ball, just like Anna Leigh did right there.
So the balls in the middle, I thought Andrea and Corrine did a great job in the prior match, and a couple here haven't been clean. So we'll see if they get that fixed.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens if the shake is too high, because
Right.
then you get baked.
Dave. And two, it's, again, since their match about 2 hours ago, 2.5 hours ago, the temperature's dropped about 10 degrees. The ball gets even a little harder, and what happens? It gets faster. The ball coming faster from Anna Leigh and Lee, that's trouble. The ball's just out.
Both Andrea and Corrine call that out.
And Julie agreed. Yeah, I mean, advantage, you know, you talk about when you play somebody during a match. Well, this is advantage Waters to play with the colder elements for sure.
3-9-1. And of course, they live in Florida, so they're kind of used to these current conditions and playing outdoors. So Andrea certainly has been playing indoor the last couple of months, so the wind and the outdoor elements is a little different, and you got to adjust.
Corrine trying to get her paddle down.
Yeah, it's the worst feeling because you're like, oh, I'm going to let it go, and
Yeah.
then your paddle's still there.
And you're like, wait a second, who put
Dang,
that there?
Dang paddle.
Oh my gosh. Andrea had a chance at it if it just dropped over, but
Yeah.
net drop.
But we
not
talked
so
about
much.
the variety in the thinking
Right.
of young Anna Leigh. Well, with the drop shot there, man,
And not for nothing. We're not talking about anything has been good that's been going on in this country. but what Annalee and Leigh have done in this time off that they've taken, they've improved their game. They've added more elements. They've added more weapons. And it's just on display now because the whole world is seeing it right now. They're unleashing it at the APP Punta Gorda Open.
Oh, there we go.
A little 50% ball down the line.
Unreal.
All right. Well, a nice sort of quick, decisive win there in Game 1 of our gold medal match for the Waters. We will be back in just a moment for Game 2. All right, we're back, guys. We're kicking off Game 2 of our pro women's doubles gold medal match. Leigh Waters and Leigh Waters serving to start us here against Andrea Koop and Corrine Carr. Game 1 went to the Waters, 11-4. And they did come through the winner's bracket. So if they win this 2 out of 3 portion, they are our gold medal winners. If, however, Koop and Carr come back, take this to a third game, win it, we're going to a tiebreaker.
Great put away there from Andrea Koop. Just came in, attacked it, kept the paddle up the whole time, just placed it on a great angle.
Three, 0-1.
Andrea's ready to go.
If Koop and Carr take this game, I think that's just going to prove the theory that, at least for today, that side of the court has been the winning side.
Yeah.
As it has been the majority of the day. Not every time, but I would say if we looked at some stats, the team that's been on the side that Koop and Carr on currently have typically performed better.
Yeah, and in typical today fashion, too, going 3 games.
And the fastest timeout is now over.
4-0-1. Andrea Koop serving.
Just a little miss hit from Leigh.
Couple there. Angles. So on the very first point, Corrine hit they hit a return that they forced the third shot drop, and they got the ball back. Let's see if they can do that again. They cannot, but
again, that's that low to high. Leigh's attacking from too low, and Koop realizes that and steps up and gets on top of that and hits down.
so you got to get that first volley down as well. Down is the key against this Waters duo. Out or winning volley.
Either one works.
Yes. Drive was too high there. Nice volley.
5-1-1. Carr serving.
Alex is signed on. Alex Moldovan, who used to be Andre Doishku's partner until he moved away, and he's in New York now. But Alex and Andre played a ton together before he moved. They both used to live in the same area. Both from Romania, both tennis pros. Alex moved back to New York. So hi, Alex. Your boy won. So the truck just gave us a stat. Every match that Corrine and Andrea lost the first game, they won that match. So let's see if that holds true here today. Our truck is on stats too now.
We got it all.
We do. That one came from the gentle giant, Steve Taylor. That's great.
Yeah.
Put away. And again, what did you say? You've been saying it constantly, Dave. Angle. Watch this angle. Boom.
Oh, yeah.
Great replay there from none other than Kyle Solenko.
Crushed it.
We had a question from Vince. You know Vince. Vulcan Vince.
Pickleball Vince. We love Vince.
He had a
and
great
Vulcan.
He had a great question. I'll let you take this one, Dave. He said, the Waters attack so early. Do you try and play aggressive against them, or do you dink more and slow it down?
I think you got to slow it down. I think, but your returns just have to be better.
Yeah.
And then you have to know you're going to get a hard ball and leave that in the kitchen. So that you just have to concede the kitchen, which is fine.
She looked a little forward when she hit that.
So little
that left foot there you saw on the replay was on the line.
Little taste of her own medicine for Corrine when Anna Leigh lobbed her there.
Yes, indeed. Went to the lob factory. There you go.
Good move.
So I think that's what you got to do, Vince, is not get, because they want you to get caught up into the firefight game. Now, if it's up, you got to go, but.
Oh, clip the
net.
Net a smidge.
Where were all the wolves
Those
over
are-
there
yeah.
howling at Anna Leigh's cross-court backhand
roller.
dink? Oh, Leigh with the ATP.
Let's see this.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, it was clearly
Inside,
in.
it was in the purple.
Yeah. Oh,
Spin and replace for you guys.
you know what's interesting? Watch Corrine, how she's blocking right now. Again, it is cooler out. The ball's a little harder. Watch how stoic and still Corrine is when she's blocking these hard balls from Leigh and Anna Leigh. Her paddle's not moving at all. She's literally catching it on the sweet spot and letting their power create all the energy.
Oh,
That's tough.
didn't get around that like she was hoping
And
to.
she's on balance. And I think that's so important.
Yeah.
Because people are like, I'm not good in the transition zones because you're moving.
Right.
Be on
8,
balance.
3-1 here in game 2. Koop and Carr currently up and looking to go to a game 3.
Wow, that is some incredible hands by Andrea Koop right there. And watch this. Both sides. And the little fist pump forcing the timeout here from Leigh and Annalie.
And that's what I was talking about earlier. Are they getting that middle figured out because there's opportunities there? You saw Corrine was in behind her, would have been a reset. But Andrea, when you start something, you know where the ball is likely to go, so you should be going there first like Andrea did. She knew the ball she hit before, she knew where it was going, and she knew likely where the next ball could go, and she went there forcibly. You can't go there a tick late.
Right.
And she did it brilliantly there.
The anticipation.
Yes.
Got to anticipate, and like you said, no one knows your shot better than you.
9-3-1.
Wow, you see that step back there from Leigh Waters to rip that two-handed backhand. Wow. All right, so you saw the work that Annalie does out of transition here, right? I asked Leigh and Annalie what were the two things that they focused on each during this time off. Leigh, it was dinking, and Annalie, it was transition area. And it's showing. You see that work that Annalie just did out of transition area is incredible.
3-9-2.
Ooh. Oh. Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, are there many words?
There are. There's one word. Awesome.
Yeah. I mean, guys, just enjoy.
9-3-1.
Good shot there from Corrine Carr.
Don't get a lot of come-ons out of Corrine Carr, but we just got one because they're on game point here in game 2 to take it to a third game.
Someone asked what the temp is now. Our meteorologist, Randy Coleman, we haven't heard anything from him in a few minutes. We'll
He's
get
checking
that for
the
you.
Doppler, too.
Low 50s.
It's in the 40s now.
Really?
Oh, look at this.
Oh.
That was so close to dropping.
3-10-1. The Waters have some work to do. Oh, wait.
What was that? Oh, way.
Hello.
It's 50 and it feels like 48. That's from our
So, technically 50s.
Punta,
Thank you,
Gorda.
Lies. It's colder.
Oh, we'll be playing that one in a few weeks, folks.
Yes,
Don't
we
forget.
will.
Wow. Dainty.
Just nonchalantly
Yeah.
drop this on the sideline for you guys. And we got another game point. Whoa.
Just, again, the youngster with a different thing. Okay, I'm going to show you this, the lob return, and see what you do with it.
Oh, that one is just
bad.
long, and that is game
Oh.
2.
Our truck is on it with this. We'll see.
Well, I mean,
If-
so far.
if-
And it's the side. It's the side also,
Yeah,
Dom. We
yeah,
got a
that's
little
true. That's true.
double combo
Got the
here.
slide.
So We're about to go to our game 3 here. Of course, if you're just joining, Leigh Waters and Leigh Waters came through the winner's bracket, so they are sitting with a little in their back pocket tiebreaker if we need to. Andrea Koop and Corrine Carr, if they win this 2 out of 3 portion of the gold medal match, we will go to that tiebreaker game to 15.
Yep.
And that's the prediction that has been going on through the day. That's what's been happening, is if apparently every match that Corrine Carr and Andrea Koop have lost the first game in, they've gone on to win the next 2.
So that stat coming from, again, the gentle giant himself, Steve Taylor. We appreciate all these stats that they're throwing at us and everything, and all these graphics all weekend for us and for you guys. Absolutely amazing.
Thank you so much for joining us all weekend. Kicking off the 2021 APP Tour presented by Head Pickleball. We are here at the Punta Gorda Open, put on by the Pickleball Club. Amazing volunteers here. The vendors, the sponsors, thank everyone so much for their support.
Yes.
And for watching us and watching the live stream and just hanging out with us.
Oh. And it's nice to see, too, you got sitting just off court right here is Alex Truong. I believe Alex is from the Carolinas or Virginias on the East Coast. Also a junior player. She is just sitting courtside hawking the waters. Doesn't even look like she's cold over there. But always great to see. She played pro also this weekend. Another up-and-comer. We love to see that, don't we, Dave?
Yes, we do.
All right. 2-0-1. Leigh Waters serving here as we're kicking off game 3.
This is exactly how game 1 started. A quick jump out to an early lead for the Waters.
We will switch sides at 6, though, for this game, everyone. Oh, that she got.
Caught.
She got it.
And that's what Corinne's been doing all weekend. She's had that step out. She kind of stepped to the side to get to that forehand.
Oh, foot fault.
Excuse
Foot
me?
fault.
On
Foot
whom?
fault.
When was there a foot fault?
On Corinne's step out. I'd love to. Yeah.
When she stepped out, I think she continued into the kitchen after she hit the ball. So it was a continuation foot fault. Oh, no. Now it's got to be a timeout here.
Corinne wave her hands like that.
No timeout.
It's again that 5-6 move.
Zero 5-1. Koop and Carr need to get themselves in this game and on the board. And that'll do it.
Thank you, David. She said Alex is from Fairfax, Virginia, 15 years old.
Sometimes the wisdom of youth is not to pay off. That was not the right place to hit a drop shot and miss the point. Don't see Corinne keep one up. Oh, dear.
Oh.
Wow. From another match.
Balls dropped.
We'll just carry on.
Yeah.
5-1-1. Leigh Waters serving.
He says anything but that.
Oh, the lob's back.
Yes, it is, Lauren. And she did it the exact same way she was doing it to Regina, over the left shoulder, not allowing the overhead.
Catches the net and stays in. 1-5-2. Koop serving.
And there's one we talked about before. Just a little off balance. Hard to play that back in there. Lob serve. The Waters just need to be just a little careful. They have a comfortable lead, but they've missed a few.
Yeah, right,
here.
right.
Just, opportunity to switch sides, momentum. There you go.
And what did Leigh do there? She took something off it to get that down at the feet of Corrine Carr and just cause that ball to be a little more difficult to get upward. If she hits that harder, I think Corrine has an easier time blocking that.
We are at 6, everyone, here in Game 3, so we're going to switch sides. We'll see if the side change gives a little boost to Koop and Carr, as the sides seems to have magical powers today.
Yeah, and it's kind of weird because it's kind of dead right now and has been for a little while wind-wise.
Yep, there's really no wind to speak of.
The windsock is pointing at the ground right
Yeah,
now.
so there's really no wind. It's just a matter of that's just how it's playing.
6-1-2 here in Game 3 of our Pro Women's Doubles Gold Medal match.
So it looks like Alex is watching, sitting down, if she can hear us. She just tuned in, but she doesn't have her volume on. That's the kind of cool part about how we can interact with people. I love that.
Oh, ball on court.
Ball on court.
Nice eye.
See Corrine over there again, Dave?
I did.
Foot out.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Missed a dink. She's made 951 of those in a row. It happens.
Good attack there from Corrine Carr.
Suddenly one has become 4.
Yeah, that's not the trigger time there for Leigh. So you're on that you got to think in your head right there. The third has to go over. We have to continue to put the pressure on.
Yes, on a run like this.
Yeah. That transition work from Leigh Waters is ridiculous.
Because Corrine was bringing it diagonally on purpose, and it came back, and it wasn't attackable.
Oh, and just like that.
She's catching her coming in as they're switching
Caught
there.
the switch. It's hard to switch when a team is bringing heat on the thirds. It really is, because you're never set.
Uh-oh. It's getting closely dangerous
9-4-1
for Carr and Koop. Oh.
Oh, did not go over.
I mean, if they get one here, it's got to be a timeout.
Yes.
That's
Nice
good attack
spot.
there from Corrine. Yeah, you're right, Lauren. That's a perfect spot. She went middle, but towards Leigh's backhand more than just middle, where it would have been Annalie's forehand.
And with the Waters, you need to place it perfectly or it's coming back.
Shot down.
Mm-hmm. Again, the downward angle. The downward angle. You got to get on top of it.
Aggressive dink set that up, and then Andrea left it up. Good finish.
It's just, didn't think that was the correct attack for Corrine to Annalie's backhand there. There it was.
Shaking,
And
baking, and
400
gold
degrees,
medal.
25 minutes
Yes.
And now we got what?
until toasty brown.
Gold medal point here.
Great volley.
Not so soon.
Nope.
And now we've seen 10-5s come back
Oh, yes.
all day today.
We've seen 11 threes come back
Yeah.
in a 15 game.
I think Corrine mishit where she wanted to go with that ball.
She's even checking the paddle. You're just not used to that ball being attacked because it, Corrine
Watch
put it
right
in a
here.
pretty good place, and it
Yeah.
jams you.
Another gold medal point here.
There it is. Gold medal winners. Leigh and Leigh Waters in 3 games, just like every other match we've had today.
Yeah.
A huge congrats to our silver medal winners, Andrea Koop and Corrine Carr. Let's take a quick look back at some of the points we had during this match. So we broke the streak
Yes.
of Koop and Carr, unfortunately coming back in the next 2, but what a battle it was indeed. I mean, some of those points we're watching back that happened this match, just unbelievable. And, of course, the Waters just one of the toughest opponents. There was a reason they were the number 1 seed going into today, Dave.
Yeah, I mean, it came down to who could dictate. In that second game, Koop and Carr are able to dictate the play by slowing it down, getting a lead, forcing errors, not letting them just attack, because when you start the firefight but you're 3 feet off the kitchen line, you're just not going to win that when they're standing there just with, they're locked on like you see a fighter jet. I mean, that arrow is flashing, ready to go. And, they were able to just go, okay, we lost that second game and bring the heat again. And the variety of shot making, too, was great. And, actually the dinking set up a lot of that. You see the big finish, but it was the dinks and the scrambles. And as Dom talked about, the transition area work that they've done.
Oh, absolutely fantastic. So we're going to take a quick break, guys, but we will be back with Dominic on court with our gold medal winners, Leigh and Leigh Waters. So don't go anywhere, guys.
All right, guys, I'm on court with our last match of the night, the women's pro doubles final. Champions, Leigh and Leigh Waters. Congratulations, ladies.
Thank you so much.
That was absolutely incredible. Of course, it had to go 3 games because every match you played today went 3 games.
It was a trend today, for sure.
It really was. And you guys played 3 games, every one of your matches, and so did Corrine and Andrea.
Wow, I did not know that.
We all wanted to get the most out of the play.
You really did. You got the most out of everything today.
It was so cold, we needed to keep warm.
Yeah, exactly. So seeing you guys back on the court, absolutely amazing. We've all missed you. I said it in the booth earlier, now saying it on court again, but we did. We all missed you guys, seeing you guys. How was it to finally be back on the court?
It was definitely an experience that I'm so glad that we came back. Like, I had been missing it, and the tournaments are just totally different from like practicing pickleball. Just like the feeling that you get,
the energy,
the energy around the whole facility,
and the feeling of like accomplishment.
Yeah,
and Annalie all day, she's like, I'm so pumped to play. So yeah, and then to win. This is amazing.
That's awesome. And again, we're so happy to see you guys out here again competing. 2 things that we talked a little bit about earlier, things that you guys were working on.
Yeah.
Leigh, you worked really a lot on your dinking.
Correct.
Annalie, you worked a lot of stuff out of transition area. We talked about it on the live stream today, how it just showed, especially in that last match. Annalie, you had a ball. You had like 4 balls on this side of the court, right at your feet, that you just checked up every single time back in the kitchen, which is showing how much you guys really concentrated on that. And are you seeing, just in one tournament, are you seeing the advantages of what you've done?
definitely.
For sure. Because sometimes, the power game doesn't always work, or you get in a little bit of slump, and you got to be able to turn to
And rely on something that you can make.
Yeah, and not be scared to hit 5 dinks, or know that you can reset that ball if you need to. And I mean, we really didn't play that many like rec games or any tournaments over COVID. It was basically like drilling. So skinny singles and working on dinking and transitions, and yeah, it definitely paid off, I think, today.
No, it really did. And we saw a couple times too, Leigh, where I'd see you miss a dink, and I know the old Leigh would miss that dink, and you'd go away from it for like 3 days.
Yeah, or I'd be like, switch sides with me. I need to be on the other
like,
side.
I can't. And then you'd miss that, and you'd be like, all right, fine, I'll go right back to it.
Yeah.
And you were fine with it. So, it's absolutely great to see you guys come out on top again. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It was great to see you this weekend. We look forward to Delray.
I know. We
I'm
can't wait for
excited.
Delray. Our home courts, APP, big 60,000, top pros coming. It's going to be an energetic
in the stadium
facility. Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. You guys are hosting.
We're hosting.
So,
we're the hostesses with the mostesses. Right?
You and Steve Kennedy. So you got to give Steve a little bit of a credit there, but it is
two
your guys.
against one.
It's 2 against 1. You guys will take them, right?
Oh, Steve, just take the back seat. Steve. No, I'm just joking.
No, it's awesome. We're looking forward to it. That's our next stop.
you.
So we got that coming up in about a month and a half. So we got a little
We
time
cannot
off.
wait. We're
I'm
so
sure
excited.
it'll come fast.
Yeah, it'll be here before you know it, and just super excited. And thank you to all of our sponsors, Paddle Tech, Faye and Flory, 1044 Pro, Lasso, Babolat. Thank you. You guys have definitely gotten us here, and we really appreciate it.
Well, thank you guys. We appreciate it. We're going to sign off with the Waters here. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We have men's and women's pro doubles all day long. We'll be back in the booth. Good night, guys.
Good night. Singles tomorrow.
Singles. Did I say doubles?
Yes.
Singles tomorrow.
It's been a long day. We love you guys. Thank you. Come back tomorrow. Men's
Thanks
and
for
women's pro
watching, everyone.
singles. We'll see you guys later.